Hello everybody, I hope you're doing exceptionally well. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Dave and you're watching Gaming with Dave. It's a unique name, right? Anyway, I'm not going to really get too deep into it because we do have a week's load of content behind this video, but essentially we have made, as you can see in the stat bar below, an absolute ton of progress towards achieving higher level stats and working especially towards our 80 divination to unlock our invention skill. And so you can kind of see that journey and how I've gone and broken things up and everything like that. Before we begin the video, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel so you can keep seeing content like this, and like the video if you like the video. And even if you don't, it's okay if you give it a thumbs down. I understand. My other video got a couple thumbs downs. And, you know, it just allows me to know what you don't like as well, right? We are having a giveaway, and the giveaway for the month of January is an Runescape 3 bond, and the way you can enter is on every video that is RuneScape 3 related. Simply let me know what you would do with a RuneScape bond if you had one. You're allowed to have one entry per video, and yeah, hoping that you all enjoy it. And without further ado, we will jump into the week's content, so get ready to get rewinded about a week to where we were next, rather in the past. Anyway, have a good one. Alrighty, everybody, as you can see, we are at the Dag Kings, and I am essentially safe spotting the Dagonoth Rex. Can't hit me. I rarely need any food at all, and I'm simply just essentially, it's almost like AFKing him. It is great because we're going to get the boss kill tokens, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll find out. Anyway, there's another boss done. Okay, we are starting the week off fresh this week, just playing at the clan Citadel, which, I mean, is some pretty decent experience. Now, these XP rates per hour aren't real just because of the fact that I've been kind of on and off and running left, right, and center with my daughter and everything like that. But anyway, we're starting the week off doing this just because I keep seeing in the clan chat how, I wonder if I can find one here. Look, Taros is capped at the Citadel. 24 clan members have capped this week, and so I figured, okay, it's pretty neat. What does capping entail? And so I'm assuming this is the cap, and it ends up being pretty good experience. And I've just been going through and experimenting with all of the various, I guess, items that can be done at the Citadel. So one thing that I want to talk about in this episode is just really this idea of joining a clan. I'm playing this game with people. So back in the day when I played RuneScape, I had friends, and I had friends back in the day, guys. Shocker. Anyway, you know, you have friends that you play with, and you'd basically either all get in a room together, sit on the telephone together, or just be through the chat or MSN or whatever you were using at the time, and you would sit back and you would play together, right? But I can tell you that the game isn't the same game that I played back in the day. The game that I played back in the day was significantly slower than it's played nowadays. Now, that's not that big of a deal. Oh, hey, look, got another clan member that's sitting here chopping wood with me. It's not the same game, and what I mean by that is that when I started this Let's Play, I didn't really have a clear direction of what I wanted to do. When I look at what I've been able to accomplish in the little time that I've been playing, which is what, 3-4 weeks now, give or take, I have now surpassed the majority of the stats that I probably had on my account way back in the day. Now, a lot of it is faster to level, just with the introduction of the Grand Exchange and how that works, and the plethora of guides that are around. But it's quite impressive what we've been able to do, and I really don't think that I would have been able to do it without my clan. And so anyway, just thanks to the clan, if anybody's watching, which I don't think anybody even knows about this channel. So anyway, that's how that works. I mean, just look at these combat stats. Now, there's nothing special about these combat stats by any means. Any experienced RuneScape player would sit there and laugh at me because, you know, they're probably sitting on 99s, if not 120s. But back in the day, if you would have these stats, you would be a top-tier player, right? And how did I end up making that happen? Well, you make that happen by, in my instance, I did ED3 runs, Shadow Reef runs, and how did I even start doing those? Well, you know, I got my magic to a decent level, and then clan member was like, "Hey, let's go do a shadow run, walkthrough, right? A playthrough, whatever you want to call it, runs." And so, okay, I did. And the next thing you realize, I'm at 89 magic, 92 defense, and now I can solo not all of the trash mobs in ED3, but a good portion of them, and you know, kind of do what works, right? And now when I go and, you know, do a quest, I don't really have to worry about my stats too much. Now my skilling stats, that's another story, but you don't really have to worry so much about the things that are around. Anyway, long story short, if you aren't playing with the clan or somebody you know, I highly recommend you do. It's just the information. Like, for example, I upgraded my weapon today. I bought a Masuda's War Spear. I was going to buy the Swordy McSword Face's sword. That makes sense. However, I decided against it when I asked the clan. They said this is much better. Now, not only is it much better, it's way better. The damage is better by a significant margin. The accuracy is better by a significant margin. Yes, it's a degradable weapon, but just today, like, I started with 11 million today, as you'll see in the last episode, and I bought this weapon for 6 million, yet just in my bank by doing ED3 runs, I had a significant amount of money, so I'm only down a few million GP, which I'll easily get back up because of this, right? Same as, you know, the Elder Rune Armor and all this type of stuff. So what I'm trying to say is the game is significantly funner when you're playing it with people. So I just highly recommend that you play with people and enjoy the game. I think the way that Jagex is intending it to be played now, which is more collaborative than individualistic. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Catch you in the next clip. All right, everybody. Sorry I didn't start the initial fight, but I've actually just started boss fighting, and we are working on the giant mole. We've already killed her once, and so we're going to kill her a second time here. And then we're going to go and try either the King Black Dragon or Krill, which will be quite fun. Anyway, I will resume and show you this once she... Well, actually, we might as well, because it's only going to take another 2 seconds of time. This is pretty exciting. So 2 boss kills. I'm going to try to do 10 today. Sorry if you can hear my kid playing in the background, but it is what it is. And yeah, we're going to do this and then get our 10 kills today, ideally. And give it a second. Come on, come on, come on. And we are done. There's another one. Love it. Ooh, 114k. Let's see what we got. Okay. Let's eat some of this shark. Okay, that's great. Honestly, I'm just going to take everything because it's good money. Anyway, catch you in the next boss. Alright, everyone. I've completely forgot to film it. However, okay. 70 range. Anyway, I was able to kill Krill twice, which is pretty friggin' awesome. I also killed the King Black Dragon, which was a neat one as well. And now I'm just looking at the other God Wars Dungeons bosses that I can kill. I'm not sure about many of them. So one here. Let's see. Bang on the big door. This one I definitely should be able to. I have a significant amount of strength. So that should be good. Anyway, I will try to film this. I believe I have to kill 40 of his little minions here, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so it looks like I need to increase my range to 70 and my agility to 70, and my Slayer, I believe, as well, because I cannot kill any of these spiritual beings. I can only attack like the ogres and the orcs and stuff along that lines. I'm still committed to killing this, but certainly something that I wasn't anticipating coming in here, and it just goes to show how kind of big this game is, right? And how many mechanics there are. So anyway, quick update there. I'm going to try to get my 40 kills, and then I'm going to try to go kill this next guy, and then we will see what happens. Alrighty, everybody, we're trying another boss, which is our lovely Cowfight Queen. I haven't tried this before. Well, that's kind of a lie. I jumped in just before this, thinking that I would be able to do it. I completely forgot a melee set of armor, and so I was not actually able to do anything. So, we shall go and kill her. She's over there. So let's jump up my Bandos gear. And let's kill this. Let's prayer. Is she attacking with range? Pray range. Yeah, this is not going to be a difficult fight by any means, to be quite honest. My ability bar isn't really set up to do bossing just because it's more AoE, but for this fight it really shouldn't matter all too much, because we've got, well, it doesn't really matter. It's gonna take no time at all. So charms are getting pretty up there. This is maybe from 20-30 minutes of Slayer tasks. Basically, I got a Cowfight Slayer task here, and then figured, I haven't done the Cowfight Queen. Member of my clan, he was on Discord streaming his game, and he had killed this, and it seemed fairly easy. So that's why we're here right now today. Okay, so that's fine there. Let's switch up the gear back to my mage stuff. Preset 7. There we go. Then she's attacking with magic now. Protect magic. Yeah. So this isn't gonna be too difficult at all, which is great. That's kind of a joke, actually. Yep. Well, this isn't the most interesting content for you all. It'd be a lot funner if there was more to actually do. Maybe she'll give good drops. This is one of the first bosses that I've done where I've required a significant amount of food. Now, obviously, I haven't tried anything crazy hard, except I tried I think it was the Leviathan, and I got just beyond wrecked, right? So there's that. Okay. So that was not really worth it, but that is okay. Alrighty. Anyway, that's the boss. So I'm just doing some Slayer tasks right now. What? Climb down hole. What? Okay, that seems very, very silly to me. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna pour it out of here to Al-Kharid. Okay, anyway. Been working on Slayer. I've gotten really distracted with ED3 today. You'll see I've made 5 mil GP. I did a couple runs. They were very, very, very profitable. I have upgraded and bought the Ring of Fortune. I'm hoping that this ends up paying off significantly for us. The idea here is just to more round out our character. I did a little bit of range training, not a ton. I don't really want to invest a crap ton of money. Yeah, I don't really want to... What was that message there? Yeah, I don't really want to use a crap ton of money to train another skill. Just because I've got things like summoning, which are going to be tremendously expensive. I've got a ton of blue charms. I think close to 400 or 500 of them total. And so that's going to be the best way for me to train. But the thing is the requirements, the item requirements for them, they're like 10 to 15,000 GP each. And so I've got to watch it. And I've also got all my armor that I've been wearing. So both my mage armor and my... oh, I didn't even realize there was a tunnel I could have squeezed through there. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. I forget where I was going. Oh, yes. Both my mage armor and my my mage and my melee armor are both degradable armor, and they both require, it's like 4 mil GP each to repair. So I've got to start being slightly money conscious. I'm not overly concerned about because I can run ED3 with my Bando's armor, and I can run ED3 with my subjugation armor. Which doesn't degrade, which means that I should have plenty of time to be able to save up that type of money. But obviously, if I don't have to, I'd prefer not to, right? That just makes sense to me, and I'm sure to all of you as well. I'm just going to go back to my set 3, which is a little bit more AoE than my set 7. Not by a ton, but just by a little bit. Anyway, so that's all. I just wanted to show you that I killed another boss. I think I've done... Okay, so I've done Mole. I've done Krill. I've done King Black Dragon. I feel like I did another one. I can't remember. Mole was super easy and actually pretty profitable. I mean, not crazy profitable, but the Mole required absolutely no food. And... when I was doing runs, I think we were getting 1.5, 2 mil GP an hour with the mole skins and the mole claws. And I watched a video of somebody doing something else with them, which made them even more profitable. So certainly something to do there. One thing I did do is you can see here I used my familiar, which was super neat. I had... Sorry, I'm a horrible multitasker, apparently. I summoned a Terror Bird, which was cool because I was able to do a full ED3 trash mob run with in one go, which is something that, depending on how the hits landed, I was or wasn't able to do before. But with this, it seemed to work very, very, very well, right? So that's quite exciting. These must have a high charm drop rate because I'm getting charms fairly easily. Right, which is cool. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk to you guys about. Catch you in the next clip. Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. We are now Tuesday. Give me a second. Tuesday. And as you saw in the last clip, I did a bunch of krill runs with a buddy. We ended up killing krill, I think like 50 or 60 times, which was easy because obviously it was a pretty high level. We ended up making $1.5 million in about 45 minutes, give or take. So good money, not the best in the world, but certainly a respectable amount of money. I've been working on divination, working towards invention, and so I'm currently at 59. I've been doing this since, like 40, 35, whatever it was. And so at 60, I'm going to take a break, and I'm going to go do some ED3 runs, just because I want to start working towards making more money to be able to upgrade my gear, mainly my melee gear, specifically. As I understand it right now, the mage gear is not actually some of the best gear in the game, and so it can be a little bit of a problem when you're trying to do endgame content. I could be wrong, but that is what I read. I'm getting great XP rates, so I've got a ton. I basically dumped all of... Oh, let's grab this Chronicle fragment. I've put all of my extra XP into divination, so with this XP I should be able to get a fairly, maybe another 2 or 3 levels, maybe 4 levels before it runs out. And then we can go do empty throne room, but I just can't keep doing divination. I think this is my second day of, maybe even third day, because I have the game on mobile now that I've been messing around with and kind of doing AFK, running around catching these little wisps. Anyway, so just wanted to give you a quick update and go from there. Alrighty, everybody, I hope you're doing well. We are on Wednesday, and as you can see, I am not working on divination right now or doing any ED3 runs, or doing questing or anything like that. I had to take a break from divination. We got our div up to 67, which I think is pretty darn good for the time. I've been... What am I doing here? There we go. I've been trying to do as many caches as I can. The actual collecting of the wisps or the empty throne room and all this type of stuff is just absolutely mind-numbing. So I figured I'd take a break and come do smithing, which is, I guess, equally as mind-numbing, but a different sort of mind-numbing, and when you put the two together, clearly they cancel each other out. At least that's what I'm sticking to, so that's what we've been working on. I'm basically going to be switching between probably smithing and div up until I get them to close to 80. I'm really trying to go for invention here, but I don't know how many more mind-numbing hours that I can put into this, at least into invention. It's seriously a lot, anyway, it is what it is. So what I've been focusing on, at least with smithing, is to economically make some smithing moves to be able to do this profitably while also in a reasonable amount of time. So according to the RuneScape Wiki's smithing calculator, the way I'm doing things now, the fastest time that I could get my smithing up to level 60 is in 2.8 hours making rune burial sets. But when I scrolled down, and that would take me a loss of 1.4 mil, which, isn't a crazy amount of money, but at the same time, when I kept scrolling to do it in only just a little more than an hour more, so 3.9 hours versus 2.8, I can make a profit of 2.4 mil after the cost of all of the goods by making rune claws plus 3. So I figured an extra hour to make 2.4 million GP. I know that's not 2.4 million GP an hour, however, it is, 4 million more than I would have if I did it an hour faster. So I figured that was 4 mil GP an hour is, or rather for that hour is a pretty good use of that extra hour. So that's kind of my game plan, is that, maybe it might take me an extra hour to get to the levels that I want to go. However, if I can make some money on it at the same time, that's going to be the way to go. Because once I get this, my understanding of Invention, at the very least, is it levels up as you do other things, and so we can start leveling other things, right? And kind of get towards it. So there's some easy levels, like archaeology is going to be fairly easy. I'm only at 20, so that should go up pretty quick. Fishing and cooking can probably go up fairly quickly. Mining, absolutely for mining. My mining is very, very low compared to what I have rather. Range, I'll probably just get a few ED3 runs with the clan, and that'll go up quite quickly. But I think all of these I can train my Invention along with it, so it's not a useless skill to end up having. So yeah, anyway, that's kind of what I've been doing. These, can I do this while we're smithing? No. So these rune claws have a value of 280k, and the rune bars I think sold for 3k each, I believe it is. Give me a second, I can actually tell you here. It takes, well, you know what, I can't tell you. All I know is that basically I more than double my profit for each bar that I buy and then sell it off as a rune claw. I don't know how long it's going to take these to sell off. I'm not overly concerned about it. I've got a decent stockpile of money that I can kind of wait for these to sell, or you know what, I can just kind of take 5-10% less profit to have these sell off a little quicker, and I only need to make 45 of them, so it's not like I'm going to be selling hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these things. Anyway, so that's a quick update for where we're at right now. I'm pretty impressed with the progress. I'm at 1564. Interestingly enough, we have an Iron Man in our in our clan that is leveling faster than I am, which I find absolutely fascinating. So it just kind of goes to show how efficient you can get at leveling. And there we just hit 51, which is super cool. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that, and we'll catch you in the next clip. All right, everybody, we are currently on Saturday, and we are, well, basically this is going to be the last clip of the week. So as you can see, I'm in a Gothic cache here trying to get my points for the day. We are sitting at 72. We are sitting at 72 divination, which is quite good. Basically, to summarize this, because I don't want to spend a ton of time, because we've been doing divination for the majority of the episode, or at least for the week, and may not have filmed every single second of it, but that's probably been 80% of the time playing the game. As we are working towards the 80 divination, crafting, and smithing, and we've primarily focused on divination, but have spent a little bit of time doing smithing as well. So what the plan is my goal is I'm hoping that I'll be able to get 80 divination by the end of the weekend. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to do it, because it seems like it's going to be about an hour a level at this point moving forward, and I don't know if I can dedicate 8 hours over the weekend to getting that done. But if I can, I will. We did do a few ED3 runs just to break up the monotony of divination, and we were able to raise our combat stats quite a good margin, actually. I think we were at 82. Actually might even have been lower than that at the very beginning of the episode, and we're now sitting at 87 and 95 strength. So the ED3 runs are actually becoming easier and easier, and I can do a full complete trash mob run now without any issues whatsoever. No problems, no issues, which is really cool. And then we run them in groups. Even if I have one person that does low DPS, I can end up I can tank the mini bosses, or at least make boss face, and so that works out to be quite the fun process as well. There we go, 48 points. So what else we've been focusing on really is just trying to balance our money and our resources versus what we actually want to do. I have mad respect for the Ironman accounts that do this, because we have one in our clan that has higher stats than I do, and is leveling at a rate as fast as I am, and like I'm paying millions of GP in order to level as fast as I am, and I'm getting those gold pieces by running ED3 trash mobs, of course. But they have to go and collect everything themselves, right? I know they can run ED3 and they can do high alking and stuff like that, but money becomes, I don't want to say irrelevant on an Iron Man account, but certainly less useful than it is on a main account. So, anyway, I'm going to finalize the video here. Really appreciate you guys watching and listening. It's greatly appreciated. I'd really appreciate if you've made it this far to subscribe to the channel, to like the video, enter the giveaway. So remember the giveaway, you get one chance, one entry per video, and all you have to do is comment below and let me know what you would do with a bond if you got one for free, because that is the prize of the giveaway. So everybody, I'll catch you next Saturday, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to keep up this trend and have a grand old time leveling this account and really just having a lot of fun with this YouTube channel. So anyway, that's all there is to it for this week. So have yourselves a wonderful day.